Hey there, if you're new here, my name is Mackenzie and welcome to my little corner of the internet. In today's vlog, I'll be showing you how I spent this weekend studying for upcoming term end exams at my language school in Japan. The main part of the first exam that I'm studying for is the writing and reading portion. Throughout the term, we've had 2 big tests as well as a midterm exam, plus the practice mock exam we did at the end of the previous week, so I'll be poring over those and pinpointing the areas I made mistakes and making note of them. Starting with the first half of the term's tests, I'm going through and doing them again to see where I still slip up. The tests and exams are done on separate answer sheets, so it means I can use the tests for practice or review later because the answers aren't directly on them, but I also have my original answer sheet to compare my current answers to. After I finished doing each previous test and checked through the answers, I then made notes of what grammar areas I need to work on and review. I then repeated the process with the second half of the term's tests and mock exam. I then went through my school materials to find those grammar points I've made mistakes on and review the explanations and classwork for those. I took a break from grammar and did some flashcards, which is actually my least favorite thing to do when studying, but it is the best way to learn vocab very quickly. Finally, I took some time to go back through my notes from class and made a list of grammar I noted was difficult to wrap my head around in addition to what I made note of earlier from my tests. It was while I was finishing up that the 5 p.m. song played outside, which is my sign that studying is done for the day. started studying earlier in the day for Sunday, so we're starting off with some journaling in my Artist of Life workbook. Sunday was very much a lot of the same thing as Saturday. When studying this much, I go back and forth between 2-hour study sessions and an hour or two of something else. So for this weekend, I went back and forth between studying and editing a video, changing every 2 hours. I reviewed the notes I made from the previous day and then spent most of my time looking them up using my favorite English resources to get a better understanding of how these grammar points work or how to structure them and the rules around that. I often learn a lot about the nouns of these grammar points that our teachers don't teach us about, so it's very useful for that as well, and I recommend doing it even for grammar points you think you understand well because there could be something about it that you're missing. While doing this, I make notes of important points and sentence examples. I used my general notebook for this process as I'm just sort of jotting things down a little messy and making rough notes. When I write down sentence examples, I translate them on my own if I'm including English, as it helps me really solidify the meaning and penetrate it into my brain better. Once I'd gone through and knocked out half my list of grammar to review, I took those notes and transferred them over in a neater format to my main notebook that I use for school. This again helps to solidify the information in my brain by writing it a second time, and also puts it in a place that's easily accessible later if I need to review it again at school or on the train or whatever. While eating breakfast, it took me not 1, not 2, not even 3. It took me 4 bites until I realized. I don't know what happened, but these overnight oats that I made earlier this morning taste like shit. Like it's really sour for some reason. Maybe I should heat it up. Okay, that's so much better. Yeah. I can't do cold oatmeal. Once this is done exporting, I will continue my studying. Do, shu, si. Do, shu, si. Do, shu, si. Tatami. Tori. Kikoe. Nakikoe. 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 Do, sho. Do, sho, shi. Do, shu, shi. After another 2-hour editing session, I realized my stomach required sustenance and figured it was a good time to have a snack and watch a fun video for listening practice. I gotta say, these ParaPara ice cream sandos are the best ones I've had since coming here, and I'm obsessed. If you get the chance to come when they're still being sold, definitely give one a go. You won't regret it. I could eat one every day for the rest of my life and I'd never get tired of them. They're that good. And that brings us to the end of my study weekend. I'm happy to report I did well on all the exams and I'm now currently in the autumn term. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog, and there will be more Japanese study and learning videos to come, so feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more of my life here in Japan. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.